It's a CBS 11 News First Alert Weather Day update.
Hey there, I'm Chief Meteorologist Scott Padgett, along with meteorologist Erin Moran. On this First Alert Weather Day in these early morning hours, continuing to monitor the weather. There's nothing severe, no severe thunderstorm warnings, but we do have a severe thunderstorm watch in effect. You can see all the counties in yellow. This is from Montague County down through Hood County and to the west through 2 o'clock, so about another hour. But then the remainder of North Texas, a tornado watch in effect through 7 a.m. for the potential of some of these storms developing, and then a quick spin up on the leading edge of this line of storms that's developing and continuing to move from the west to the east. There's nothing severe right now. We don't have any severe thunderstorm warnings, but you can see that this line still coming together a bit more. So let's go ahead and zoom our way down out towards the northwest just a little bit more through parts of the Jack County area and Wise County. You can see that we do have some thunderstorms that have moved through Jacksboro, also seeing some of the thunderstorm activity near Decatur, some of the heavier rain continuing to fall. We do have one of our storm chasers, Jason McLaughlin, that's out driving around right now. You're able to see that all the roadways there, those windshield wipers, they're going just a bit. Jason has not really seen any issues on the roads, mentioning that at times seeing some gustier winds happening, but we do have our mobile 11 units out and about this early morning to make sure that you are aware of what's going on. And as we switch back on over to the radar, you're able to see that if we pop on the GPS, you're going to be able to see exactly where Jason was. And that's where Jason is right now, just to the east of Bridgeport. So some scattered showers there. He's near Paradise. The heavier rain still back over in parts of Jack County. As we travel down the line just a little bit more, you'll be able to see that we have some of the heavier rain pushing through Palo Pinto County to the west of Mineral Wells. Some lightning strikes there down through parts of the Erath County area, stretching our way down to the east of Eastland, and then continue to push its way down to the southwest. So let's widen out the view and put this in motion just a little bit more, and you're able to see that the general motion is from the west to the east. The storms themselves making their way from the southwest to the northeast. Erin, if we want to see, maybe let's see if there's any hail, possibly. We haven't really seen any hail reports there, but the threat was for the potential of maybe some larger hail, and we do have some spots right now in parts of Jack County where we might have some smaller hail that's being picked up, at least by our radar. It's a pea-sized hail, so not at severe limits at all. We're zooming our way in, not really getting into county streets there, but that's okay. So some small hail developing. The potential maybe is to have hail up to the size of a ping pong ball, but we can see from the Ville density right now, we're just dealing with some small hail. So the threat is there into the evening hours for these storms to continue to make their way closer towards the Metroplex as we get closer towards the 2 to 3 o'clock time frame. So this squall line, kind of broken, is still there. So Erin, if you want to talk about the future cast real fast at the next couple of minutes that we have in this cut-in, just to let the viewers know exactly what we're seeing with this line of storms.
Yeah, so if we want to switch over to Max 1 and take a look, the threats that we've been most concerned with this line of storms, specifically that wind damage threat. So right along that leading edge, you get the strongest winds. We're talking about potentially 70 to 75 mile an hour wind gusts with this. We also want to keep in mind that with these linear systems, there is that threat for a brief spin-up tornado right along that leading edge. And so I think the tornado threat along with that wind damage threat is what we want to be watching for over the next couple of hours. But the system, that line is still pretty broken. So we want to see, does it kind of congeal and become a little more linear, getting closer to the I-35 corridor? Or do we see the line breaking up as it continues moving to the Metroplex, eventually pushing off to the east? Certainly some heavy rain, some brief gusty winds, but it moves out of here quickly. Once you get that leading edge to roll through your area, you are done with the severe weather. There may still be a few showers lingering early tomorrow morning, but by tomorrow afternoon, it's cloudy, maybe a little wraparound moisture. Temperatures, though, should be able to get into the mid and upper 60s, Scott. So a little bit of a cool down, especially from the 80s that some of us saw today.
Yeah, and let's go back over to Max 2 if we can, just real fast, just to look at the radar again. So thanks for breaking us down there. So we just want to let you know that this broken line of storms will continue to make make its way from the west to the east as we go through the remainder of the morning hours into the early morning hours. Don't forget that there is a tornado watch that remains in effect until 7 o'clock for the Metroplex and our east counties. So that broken line of storms is there. We will continue to track these storms through the remainder of the morning hours. Don't forget, you can always download the CBS DFW app to have the latest information right there in the palm of your hand. We'll update you here on CBS 11. And don't forget, we always have our streaming service, CBS DFW.
This has been a CBS 11 News First Alert Weather Day update.